Hi, welcome to Cuckoo Visual Treats. Today we are going to make a beautiful landscape with a beautiful tree. So I'm using Photoshop 2021, latest Photoshop. So I'm using Wacom pen tablet, right? Wacom 1. It's a small pen tablet I'm trying to use. Okay, so let me show you my Photoshop, creating a new document. It height are all right, almost. So maybe I can use the crop tool. You can use it and adjust. Okay, so what is the size? I'll control I. Maybe I would increase a little bit, 500 pixels. I would maintain the same proportion. You can also view fit screen. You can do fit on screen. Okay. So the first layer is a background layer. So I would use that. Trying to rename. I'll create a. I'll create another layer. So this layer for the land. You can rename as you wish. Background layer. Name is sky. So I'm going to pick my brush. My brush set I have given in the description, which you can refer. There is a watercolor texture brush. Watercolor bristles are there. So I would take this. For lower part of the sky, I would use a little bit of turquoise or light blue color. I'll do some little bit of turquoise. See what happens. So this is how it. I would also try with another watercolor brush. Okay. So when I move up in the sky, I will increase the color, the blue color, maybe a little more saturated. So this brush is a little slow. A couple of watercolor brushes I have and experimenting with them. The watercolor texture, this is a little faster and easy brush. So when I go up, so I make it more darker. It's mostly it's towards ultramarine blue. So that makes it as a natural sky. So I just like this effect. This is better. Leave the sky like this. In the left side, I'm going to make a tree. So I'm not filling much. Here, a big tree is going to come. So this is how my sky looks like. Okay, so there's a distant mountain also I can do. So that I like to do it here. So that also maybe I'll bring down the brush. This is of it's ultramarine blue, this color. So I want this mountain to look like it is loose and it is at distance. So I am trying to use the same brush. So it is kind of giving me the effect what I wanted. It's quite loose and a distant mountain effect. Okay, so now I am coming to the land. So there are various brushes, acrylic brushes you can use for the land. So land texture. Okay, so here the land, it's more of greenish. So I'm just picking bluish green for distant land. Its flow, I would reduce it, I would increase. So this is the land. The boundary of the distant land. Okay, so you can fill the whole land with different colors, lighter color of same variant. So when it comes a little closer, the saturation increases. It goes more of green, more green increases. So first, you don't have to worry about exact colors. First round, you can simply fill it. Try to have a feel of the land. It is little uniform, not very uniform, but it's all right. So again, I'm trying to increase the saturation and trying to apply few strokes here in this land. Okay, then this land has the color of the soil also. Probably here you can do color of the soil. I'm trying to do. This has too sharp. The edges are too sharp. It's all right. I like the texture. Trying to make a little bit the color of the soil. I'm trying to make the texture makes it more interesting. Okay, then further think of making the grass in the foreground. So I like to make it darker first. Just making this darker tone, right? And for the grass, you have some brushes. You can grass textures. Look at this grass textures. Probably you can use it. Just on it. Okay, the grass textures I'm trying to use in the foreground. It's going to be a lot of grasses. This I'm using in the same color. So now I can vary these colors. It's dark, some dark color I'm trying to apply. Some places I'm applying this little dark. There are a couple of other brushes also for the grass or hair. So look at this is quite interesting one. So maybe I would use little lighter color for this. Flow also I'll reduce. This is a strong brush. Look at this. So these few strokes for the grasses you can do. So few lines. So here also you can think about varying the tones. Can be different dark tone. Okay. Can vary dark tone and light tones. So another light tone. Take I'm applying this light and dark different tones. So the dark green also I can work on. So a little bit. So I'm doing strokes in the reverse direction. So whatever you think, how your imagination, how you want the same way, you can try to apply this. Some more lighter color. Right side also I want to apply. How about some reddish or brownish colors? Okay. So this you can experiment. Okay, so this is good enough. The texture, sand also looking good. Some places if you want to blend, there are some blending brushes which you can use, but I'm going to leave it like this. So this land is so far so good. So let's go for the tree, and if required we can come back to the land and work on it. So here I'm going to make I have a brush called acrylic. Okay, so this gives a beautiful, nice stroke. So let's make a. So look at this. It's making. I'm going to make a tree here. Okay, based on the pressure, it's pressure-based brush. So it is varying. It's very good for the lines. So the thickness you can easily vary. So I'm just planning for the tree here. Little bit, if you can go closer. I'm trying to sketch it as if I'm trying to do it on paper and pad. Also trying to fill it. Good for sketching. Maybe filling, probably we can take another brush. That's very good for sketching. The edges of the tree may not be very perfect. So it can be some branches with a light pressure I'm trying to do. So you can vary the pressure and make various branches like this. So these for the okay. So maybe if required, we can come back again. So now I'll stop it here. So as I said, for filling, there is another simple acrylic texture. Okay, so this is going to be something like this. So you have to check the flow, opacity and flow. What is the default opacity and flow? Even if I increase this, brush is doing like this. There is one more brush, acrylic brush I have. It's also almost like this. Another texture. 4 or 6 is a good fellow. Yeah, this is making it good dark. So this it is more easy to fill. If I'm trying coming back and filling this, so that okay, it's very easy to fill it. So now itself I can little lighter brownish color I'm trying to fill it, just for a little bit of texture, a little bit of lighting. At the same time I can take some few dark color and just few strokes in. So this is giving me enough of light and dark variations. Okay, so I'll worry about this more later. For time being, this is okay. This is good. So time being, this is good. So I'm switching back to this acrylic line brush. This gives me beautiful stroke like this. So some grasses present in the dark shadow. Okay, by the way, this is in a separate layer tree trunk. Okay, so if you want, you can move it and place it. But for whatever the place I've decided is okay. And this is good. I'm going to create another layer. And this is for the leaves. For the leaves of this tree. So yes, and there are a couple of this is for the leaves. We can start with this two brush of what I have. Okay, so with this so medium, taking this and trying to fill the whole area. So this is opaque and blocking the branches also. Probably you can say multiply. When you say multiply, later I will work differently for the light and dark and some leaf effect, all that little later I will work. So now I'm just starting with this brush and trying to fill this uniform foliage. Okay, so far so good. I can see the brush already is trying to vary the light and dark. Okay, so here again I'm trying to vary the light and dark. Mostly in the bottom there will be a lot of dark areas in the trees. So you can think of okay, so this is a nice distribution of light and dark colors. Also you can think of bunch of leaves. Okay, you can think like a elliptical or circular ball. So for that, how you do the shadow, the same way you can try to do the shadow for the leaves. So what the ball I mean is I can explain with this brush. So look at this. So I'm trying to treat this as a ball. Okay. So on the right side it has a highlight and left side it has a darker shadow. The same way, here is another ball, but this, which is a little bigger actually. Here you see this is another ball, right? So and here it's another ball. So you can treat various balls and try to do the shadow. Okay, so if we go back in the history, these lines go away. So doing this, so far I've done this, then let me add some leaves also. So it is light and dark, so I'm doing the dark. Let me pick up the right brush. Now, yeah, I'm just continuing with the darker, trying to apply the dark shadows and the multiply mode. So the branches I'm able to see still, right? So by and large, in the bottom of the tree has darker tones, and the top of the tree has lighter tones. Okay, so some leaves also I can add. There is a brush for the leaves. Vary the tones. I'm just starting with some middle tone. Make sure the size of the leaves are not too big. Okay, so irregular leaves. And think about varying the light and dark. It's not only light and dark, the colors also can vary. It can be more of sap green or yellow can be there. So you can experiment as you like. There's no right or wrong way. As long as it is convincing and it is looking good. Happy with that. So I don't like the last stroke, which I'm disabling it. Okay. So even still we are in this multiplication mode. Maybe I'll take some darker leaves also. I'll try to add at a few places. So you have to use this tools carefully to balance the light and dark. Okay, so by and large, this is looking good. Some more yellowish. Try to add lighter color. So the top area, I'm just trying to add more yellowish. Okay, so this is good. So next, another layer. In this layer, I'm going to do some lighting for the leaves. And this is not a multiplied layer, this is normal layer. You can think about trying to pick a brush. Okay, so we started with the brush which we started with. So I'm trying to take the same brush. So with that, maybe the flow I will reduce a little bit. So here my aim is to make the light and darker colors. So enhance. So here I want it to be more dark. So So it's straightforward. Apply dark. Some places I want light. Some places I want more yellowish and colorful. So maybe if you zoom out, you can visualize it better. So in the kind of bottom area, it's more dark. So I'm trying to apply this more dark thing in the bottom. Okay, tree is getting better and better. So you can shape up the tree as you like. Okay, so I'm fine with this. Okay, so just for this tree, if you want to do some color changes, so this lighting and leaf, these both the layers I'm going to merge. Selected them, just merged these, only these layers. So only for this layer I want to do a filter or a color change. Okay, color balance. If you want to do, there is a adjustment layer which created, which you can clip it only to this layer. Now whatever I do, it will be only applied to this. So you can I move like this, it is more of cool color. Now this is more of warm color, so you can plan. Okay, so I kind of little bit, I want to make it a little more warm. So I like to keep it here. So you can play with this and choose the feel what you want. Okay, so I'm okay with this time being. So this is how our tree looks like on the landscape. Okay, so I can come back to the land and do some more thing. I'm going to the land layer. Come up. So behind the tree, there could be something. Trying to choose a texture brush. Texture 6 is my favorite always. Some bushes here in the background, and flow or opacity I can reduce. Color also I will make it more greenish. So behind the tree there is something like a bush happening there. So now itself I will create another one distance. Okay, now I'm going to pick up my favorite acrylic brush, this one. So maybe pick another darker color. Manually make this some lines and these bushes. So I'm in the land there, right? So I can pick up this color. So this color also I can try to make. So I want some grasses over the shadow in the tree. So how do I make? I can't do it in the land layer. Okay, there's a tree trunk. Okay, so on top I have to create another layer. Okay, I would say land 2. So in this layer, I should be able to look at this. I'm able to make these grasses. See, these lines are quite thick. I just made it very thin. So with this, some big and small irregular layers I can these I can make it. And I just pick some darker colors. Slowly we can make these so you can think about there is a grass or hair, loss of hair. So this also you can make, but you have to go closer and work with this brush. Size you need to reduce and size and the pressure you have to reduce, and you have to be careful. I don't like these brushes very much because it might look very artificial or monotonous. So we need to break that. It's good to break that always. So sparingly you can use this kind of brush. So I just picked up another texture brush. So this is little heavy brush. Let's try another texture 4 and okay, so this is cool. So this is really fast and also helps me do natural brush strokes. Natural brush strokes. So this area, it is little dense. Now with all the brush strokes, big and small, vary the tones. You should vary the tones also. And these brushes are pressure based and it's very cool. You can control based on the pressure. Okay. So sometime you can think about using this watercolor also. This gives some natural texture, also some invisible kind of. So it is multiplying nature. This gives some adds in the multiplication mode, the natural texture it adds, and that's really cool. So in addition to the regular brushes, you can little bit apply this watercolor also. Okay, so good enough. What next? So we have a nice area. So in this, so I'm going to build a house. Okay, so where is my favorite acrylic brush? Okay, good. So I'm going to pick this brown color. This is cool. So let me work on a house. So I will do in the top, I will create a new layer. So let's make a house. No big deal in this house. So we can resize always because I'm trying to use it in a new layer. Since it's a new layer, we can resize whenever is required. It's going to be very easy. I'm just making this house. Okay, house is made. For filling, I'm going to use this acrylic texture. I can use. Okay, so use acrylic texture or normal any texture brush also you can use. I'm just filling this with the side, so I'm going to pick a little darker color. But anyway, this house is going to be at far, not at a closer, at a distance. Roof, I'm picking a little reddish. So okay, so roof also I have done it. It's taking a little darker tone. Let me add some same brush, but I just made it smaller. Just trying to add some windows. So I'm adding some windows and the darker tones behind the roof. So for that also I'm using this. This brush is not good for filling. I can use another brush for filling. A nice texture brush, probably flow is less, so I can just have a stroke like this. This kind of to an extent creates all texture. I'll little bit apply on the roof also. Okay, so I'm done building my house. So I can resize it and fit it. So before that, maybe I can make a tree also. Think about a tree, maybe I will do it later. But now let me see how well the house fits. Okay. Now I can control T, I can select it, I can move the house. This may be a good place and resize it. It is going to be at far. Okay, in the right I can add few more trees. Behind the house also I'll add some trees. Okay, so this is what. So I already done watercolor work, and just based on that I'm trying to do now. Okay, so I'm going to add few more trees in the background. So for that I will use the land layer. The land layer only I'm going to do. So I've chosen the acrylic again. brush. Let me go to this land layer. So this color tone is okay because I'm going to make those here. So this is more thicker, so I will reduce the brush size. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so the few trees I've done there. So let me go closer and same brush works well for the palm trees I'm trying to make. Okay, so in the bottom also you can think about it's a texture brush. So I like this brush. Reduce the size, reduce the opacity a little bit. So here in the bottom also I'm trying to make some. There's another brush which is a softer texture. Yeah, this is good. This soft texture is good. Okay, so a few lines with that. Also make some more lines like this. Okay, a little bit, how about making a little bit more green? Okay, so this is good. Now I'm in the same layer, so I'm going to take a little darker color. Okay, so I'm going to make a tree here behind this house. Tree can be of this size. We fill with this brush. Okay. So this is the tree. As usual, some highlights is the medium tone I feel. I'm picking some highlights. Okay, so try to have very approximate is good enough. Okay, this can be more of a yellowish. Just picking some yellow color. Light and dark, you have to be careful about the color also. Now some dark green also I'm trying to apply. So by and large, it is looking all right. Now some branches we have to do. Okay, so I'm taking this brush, cut tone here, some branches. So in between some branches, okay, see some branches like this. Okay, so this is good enough. Good enough. Then I'm thinking of adding another can be like this. Adding another palm tree there. Okay, so far so good. House is good. So around the house, can work out some textures. palette knife. Palette knife is doing like this. So we can give palette knife a chance maybe. Okay, so near the house, and turn back. So nothing is happening to house because I'm doing in the land layer, which is behind. Okay, so this is good. It's also some light color also. Yes. Some pale, could be water in the back and could be a reflection of that. Okay, so if it is a reflection from the water, then we have to work out the reflection also. So palette knife worked very good. So I'm just picking this, go closer. Just going very close. Just picking this color. Okay, so these things I have done, so looks like a reflection. So this is good enough. Complete. By and large, it looks like complete, but some more texture I want to build. Some more texture I want to build. Yeah, the texture 6 is a good fellow. Is good near the house. This layer is good. The background also. Okay. A line. Okay, so this makes it better. And there's some more grass touches we can do. So I have okay, some grass texture I have. This is trying to do stuff here. So this much is good enough. The whole thing is turning out nice, good. Okay, it's almost done. So let's make some birds fly. Always can be very small. Very small and can be in different directions. That will make it more interesting. Okay, so we are done with this. So now, I mean, further, if you want to add more, you can keep working on it. Maybe why not? Let's make some people. So I'm going to make somebody. Which layer I'm in? So it's better to do it in the house layer. Better to do it in the, just doing the house layer. There is somebody standing here. Don't worry about the dress and all. Could be a 2%. This person is a little more taller. It cannot be this tall. Referring to the, okay, so I'll increase the door of this house. Door of this house, and thinking of making a window also here. Maybe a bench here, or somebody can sit. Okay, so here is the person standing there. Okay, looks good. There is one person standing there, looks good. I was able to add something here, which I'm in this house layer, so there is nothing here. I can erase this. Take my brush, a line here, some branches you can. Anyway, I'm going to add my cuckoo bird. And I have special brushes for sketching. Try. So these are very sharp. This is another good one. The size and see. It's not so good. So I'm looking for a little sharper brush. Okay, so this is reduce the size and it might do well. Okay, good. And here is my cuckoo bird. Let's look. Okay, not bad. So, but I think there has to be some more leaves. So I think, okay. So here I'm going to add some leaves. The bird looks more disconnected. Okay, so this appears good. Okay, the whole thing is good. Somewhere I can sign it. possible, I can pick up this place. Okay, so now since I have done in a separate layer, this make it more smaller if needed. If it is too distracting, I can reduce the opacity also a little bit. So reduce the opacity a little bit. Okay, so I'm done with this. So overall effect also, so you can think about doing the adjustment layer. So I'm just creating a filter layer, and it's a little bit warm. So if you increase the warm, yes, the whole thing looks like this. So a little bit I can increase the warm. So there are different filters, even red filter. If I put the red filter, see what happens. Okay, so you can experiment. So whatever you like, you can try. So I'm going to make, so this is without filter and this is with a little bit of the warm filter. I like this. It is reducing, so you can turn off and also see what's happening. Okay, so it is a little bit of warm filter. I always kind of, I like it. The sky also kind of neutralized and looking more natural. Okay, so I'm all done with this. Artist Murali from Chennai. So I take art classes also. You can visit my site muralidharan.alagar and check out various my artworks. I take art classes also for the kids and seniors for pencil sketching, oil-based, so watercolor, acrylics, digital art, and human figurative drawing. So you can get in touch with me and celebrate art and this life. Bye-bye.